Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Star Wars The Black Series figure review, and today we have in front of us from Star Wars Obi-WanKenobi the Purge Trooper Phase 2 armor, which is a great looking figure in my opinion, but it's a weirdly overpriced one, at least for me here in Germany. I went to Hasbro Pulse and it was like 39 euros or something like that, and I was like, I remember the day like 2 years ago when these things were like 20 to 22 euro, and now this guy, I don't know if he's like a Walmart or Target or whatever exclusive. I mean, I went to Hasbro Pulse. This thing is not supposed to be like 40 euro, you know. It's like, it's a great looking design, but it's the only figure I've got from Kenobi so far, also because I don't care much about I personally don't need to have the other figures. I'm fine with the Darth Vader I have from the Empire Strikes Back. I don't need to have everything. I need to have everything I like, period. And especially now that this company has doubled their prices, kind of, or halfway there, or this figure is double the price, it should be, yeah, kind of. And yeah, they are forcing us to be picky, and hopefully it will be reflected on their earnings, and maybe they'll think like, what is happening that people maybe are buying less? Yeah, what is happening, you know? You're raising the prices more than anyone else. Anyway, the Purge Trooper, still a good looking figure. That's the packaging, that's the artwork, looking very cool. Here we have the little bio. Pause it now if you want to read it, because I won't read it for you. And you have all the legal stuff and all of that. And by the way, if you're watching this video, please leave a like, share and subscribe, because that helps this channel grow. And if you kind of like these relaxed reviews I do, yeah, please help me grow the channel. So let's take this guy out and see how good he actually is. And there we have the Purge Trooper Phase 2 armor out of the packaging and actually looking great. I really am enjoying this figure. I really like that helmet. I mean, that's the main sell, I guess, of this character. And it has a pauldron and it has a soft goods cama. Yeah, and yeah, you know, soft goods are always welcome for me. They make like a huge difference on, yeah, they add a lot of value to the figure, to me at least. But yeah, he has that weapon, that's the only accessory he comes with. This kind of blaster rifle, halfway thing, you know. He has that, is that a thermal detonator? Whatever, and he has his little backpack there. Let's focus for the detail. It's only cast in black. I don't know if it's removable. It seems to be an extra piece, but it's glued in there. It's not moving, you know, and I don't want to experiment. It's my only copy. I like this red armor piece. Oh, he's a bit wobbly. Anyway, but not like, I mean, it's just a little play there. I can make it. I mean, my copy is a bit, as you can see, wobbly in there. But let's take a closer look at that helmet. Just look at detail, the grill here, or the lines there painted red. The red visor, it almost looks like if there was red a whole red painted plate as a separate piece below the helmet, but I think it's all just a chunk of plastic. In this case, just that red, it's very nicely applied. I guess you know this experience, like sometimes with stormtroopers or with some clones, or the, you know, Boss and Sev and all of these Fixer, these guys, sometimes the T visors, or also in Mandalorian figures, sometimes the visors are not, the paint is not fully covering that area, you know. In any ways, the surface, it should. The pauldron is cool. I don't know if there's figures that already came with this pauldron. For me, it's the first time I have a figure with this larger and more like square pauldron, but it's I like it. You can see the arms. I think they're the new clone arms, or like the ARC Trooper, like a mix, yeah, but it's, I don't know if there's another figure who has these exact arms or combination of pieces. I think the shoulder pads are specific to this character. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, please correct me in the comment section below, because again, I don't have every Black Series, but yeah. You can see the feet, actually the whole legs. I have to check if those are shared with, you know, like Hunter, or maybe also with these commandos, you know. I think that's, you know, like clone commandos. The Kama, you can see there, like where it splits, and it doesn't split all the way. It's not like Rex's or the clone commanders kind of Kama. It's yeah, a different one. And you can see it's also not just a clone upper body. It has some more sculpt there, and even a little bit of red paint here for that button or whatever it is. Yeah, I guess most, you know, or a good amount of parts in this figure are new parts, and not everything. But anyway, I'll just stop saying things I don't actually know. I just like how it looks. Let's take a closer look at that weapon. Here we have the blaster looking cool. I don't know if it's the same. As you can see, there's a lot of things. I don't know. It looks quite like the ones like the Death Troopers have, but I will guess, because I don't have any Black Series Death Trooper out of the box. Yeah, it's the way it is. Again, I started late and I collect different lines, so I haven't opened everything I have gathered through the years. But in any case, you have this cool blaster. Let's go to articulation. The head seems to be in a, well, you know, it's a long neck there. I don't want to pop the helmet. I don't know if you can see, it has a ball going to the helmet. I mean, there's no separate piece like a unpainted head below this helmet. It's just the whole helmet. There's this ball peg going into it, another ball. It's a dumbbell joint going from the neck to the head, and the neck itself has a ball to the upper torso. Yeah. And this pauldron is just hanging around, so you can shuffle the sides if you want. But I mean, the front has this silver detail, and here is no paint there. But you could just paint it yourself, and yeah, you can have, you know, for the people who like, and you know, that will be online. Go along with that red there, but I'll just have it the way it is. I like having the color distribution, like balance on the different sides of this guy, the body, you know. Yeah, that's cool. So the head can look up. The sculpt is so that the neck is a bit inclined to the front. You cannot see the whole, but yeah, you can see it there. Maybe it's not like a very straight standing neck. I don't know if something is frozen. Yeah, you can of course straighten the head, but the neck has that like leaning forward position, you know. Anyway, you can lift the head that far. The pauldron gets in the way. I'm not removing it for the review. I'm sorry. You can do it if you have your own copy. The pauldron will of course get in the way at some point. I guess if the pauldron wasn't there, or let's actually just move it around, you maybe get a bit more range. Yeah, but it's still, again, well, you still have the back of the helmet that also clashes with the plastic of the neck and all of it. But not much lifting to the front. He can look back downwards that far. That there you have a lot of range looking downwards. Tilt to the sides. Of course, the pauldron will get on the way. The other side you have much more, you know, liberty, clearance, and you can wiggle all the way around. So it has a decent amount of movement. Just looking up is not much possible, but you can then mix it with the diaphragm, and of course you can actually manage to look up somehow. The shoulders have a butterfly, the arms are in butterfly joints, so you can see he has some decent range of butterfly action. And in my copy, both sides were not frozen, which is great to have for once. The shoulders, the pads are flexible and are glued on the lower part, so you can actually raise the arm, do almost a T-pose. Of course, this thing will push back a bit, and it's right to do so. So you can do like a T-pose even with the pauldron, but I just moved it to be able to achieve the pose. You know, of course, if you leave it there, this thing will stay in position. You'll have to heat it or whatever. Nothing at the bicep, if I'm right. Yeah, nothing at the bicep. You get your bicep swivel on the elbow. You have also, like, you have this elbow pad, and of course it has the strap on the front, which if you force too far, you will kind of squeeze it to death or just kind of cut it. So you have slightly over 90 degrees. If that strap weren't there, you will get at least like 10 degrees more. You would still have some more range, a little bit, but because this strap is there, of course, it hinders that. So, but it's not the end of the world. We're talking about an armored trooper, not a ninja. But of course, we all want as much movement, a range of movement as possible. He can lean backwards that far with the diaphragm, lean forward just a little bit, but still, I mean, there's figures which are not armored characters that can move just as much or even less, so it's fine to have an armored one to have a little bit of crunch. He can lean to the sides, it's good. You can turn all the way around and all of that. Yeah, that's good. Now, nothing at the waist, so the diaphragm is your waist. The legs, well, it's this clone legs, so you know the drill leg. You have to, I mean, the armor gets on the way, so if you want to lift them more, you have to turn it. And still, you won't be like going all the way to 90, or maybe, yeah, actually. You can lift it to 90, but it will require to turn things around. So if you want to kneel, you will have to turn the leg, and you will have to the pad looking to the side. Anyway, it's possible, but it will be a bit funky. You can also do these far splits, which is not bad for a character with this kind of armor. Still better than the 20th anniversary Captain America, which would be great if he had. I mean, it's great, but minus points because of that very limited legs. They should have used the hip parts from the 80th anniversary Cap, which has the range you want. Still could have more. I mean, Cap should be able to do the 180 degrees with the legs, but no. You have the knees that can bend that far, is good with armored characters, you know. But it's single jointed knees and the pad stays there. And yeah, of course, that would be practical if it could move. Maybe the pad should be on the lower part and not stay there in the upper part. But it's not a new problem. We have had that a couple of times. No boot cut or something. You have, of course, I shown you already, the turning on the leg is on the knee. And you also have the thigh cut, of course. And the feet can go backwards this far, just like one click. That far forward, which it's okay. I mean, it's an armored character again, and it has a decent, actually a very good ankle rocker. I mean, it clashes with the armor at some point, but the angle is super. I mean, I think it's really a good choice of an angle for this sculpt. It looks very natural, you know what I mean? So that's it for this guy. Now we can give him his weapon. I don't know, I think I didn't say nothing about the hands. They can turn around. This one has a vertical swivel, and this one can turn around and has the horizontal swivel. So that said, it means that you can wield it here, and with the other one you can, you can do the holding. And it's good to have. I mean, I don't know if it's better to have both like vertical swivels or to have one of each. In this case, I think it's good to have one of each. You need at least one vertical, of course, and the other one is good. It helps more to do the, this kind of holding the front of the weapon. So now for size comparisons, there we have our Purge Trooper Phase 2 armor next to Echo and Captain Rex, next to a Dark Trooper and George Lucas. Notice how deluxe this figure is. I mean, I'm being sarcastic. I mean, the figure is great, but I mean, it's not like he's that much taller. And next to Cobra Commander, regal version of the G.I. Joe classified line, as well as a Cobra Trooper. That's it for this review. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe if you liked this video or found it useful to make your choice. If you want to overpay and get this figure, the figure itself, I really like how it looks. It's another solid black figure, which it looks great. Black and red, they know the combo, and the figure is great, but it's not. I mean, it should be like 20 something great, not almost 40 or 40. dollar or euro, great. You know, I mean, it's way too overpriced, but that's how much I like this design. I guess a lot of people like this helmet design and how this character looks, this trooper, that yeah, they push the price and we keep buying. But maybe instead of buying a whole bunch of them, maybe we'll just get one or two or a couple more max. And yeah, if you have a immense amount of money, of course you can get the amount you want and make photos so that we can enjoy. Anyway, that's it for the review. Great figure, horrible price. Decide if you want to get it. Of course, keep your eyes open for clearance or something, but I don't know if this guy will be on clearance. You know, trooper, good looking one, great looking one, soft goods. Let's hope that we can find better prices for our figures at some point. Anyway, please take care, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.